Welcome everyone to my video, and today's video will be about a nice Middle Eastern fragrance house that makes some great scents. They also make some duds just like this. And that fragrance house is Paris Corner, and I will be giving you my top 10 fragrances from that house. Now, Paris Corner have different sub-brands up under their brand, like Emir, Voots, Autobiography. They have a couple of brands that's very nice, and they also make some duds, but I'm not going to give you the duds. I'm going to give you the top 10 in no particular order that I think you should add to your collection. And get this, most of them, if not all, is under 50 bucks. In no particular order, we have Oud Crescent from the Emir line. Now, at the top of this, you get lychee, you get some raspberry that makes it fruity, then you get some rose. You're also going to get a touch of saffron. The saffron is not too heavy, not too dominant. Then it transitions over to the heart where you get some of that rose. Now, the combination of the lychee and the combination of the raspberry keep it from going overly floral, but you get a nice touch of that rose in the background. And the base is finished off with oud that makes it woody. You're gonna get some patchouli. They give it like an earthy feel, but with the sweet fruits, with the touch of saffron and the oud, keep it from going overly sweet, overly earthy. It's a well-balanced rose, a fragrance that I think you will enjoy. Not the usual oud rose combo, but it has some nice touches of sweet notes, earthy notes that makes it an outstanding fragrance. Up next from the Ministry of Oud collection, and that is Royale Oud. Now, this fragrance is classified as a warm frugier. At the top of this, you get some citruses that consist of lemon and bergamot, a very nice opening. You're also going to get a nice light touch of berries that makes it citrusy, makes it fruity. Then when it goes into the heart, you get some of that cedar that adds the woody notes, a sharp wood note to be exact. And in the base, you get some sandalwood that kind of smooth everything out. A very nice, bright, woody citrus fragrance that I think you will enjoy. That's woody, that's sharp, and it's slightly sweet. And that's Oud Royale from the Ministry of Oud. Up next, we have Rich Leather from the Autobiography line. Now, this fragrance is classified as leathery. Now, if you want a smooth, spicy, sweet leather, this is the one to get. Now, when this opens up, you're going to get that slightly green cannabis note. It's very green in the opening. Then when it goes in the heart, you get a slight bit of coffee. You're going to get some tobacco. Now, that makes the combination very sexy. Then the base is left with some leather. Now, this is a smooth, creamy, green, fruity leather that I think you want to add to your collection. And that is Rich Leather from the Autobiography line. Now, up next is Emir, Your Drug, the Emir line. Now, at the opening of this, you're going to get coffee. Now, the coffee is kind of dry, kind of dark. Then it followed up with some cardamom that adds some spice, makes it very sexy. Then when it goes into the heart, you're going to get some nutmeg that adds more spice. So this is very spicy, a dark coffee. And then the base is followed up with whiskey and a sweet vanilla. And I know a lot of people talk about Fire Your Desire, but this is also a nice scent. It has enough coffee with sweet notes, enough spices with cinnamon and nutmeg that makes it very warm, very spicy. Now, this is dark, sweet, a boozy coffee fragrance I think you will enjoy, and that is Your Drug. Now, coming up next from the Autobiography line, and that is Oh Boy. Now, the opening of this start off very citrusy with the combination of lemon and bergamot. When it gets into the heart, you pick up on jasmine. The jasmine is a light tone, give it some floral aspects. So at this point, it's citrusy, it's floral. And what really makes this fragrance shine, you're going to get a nice, juicy, sweet, fresh mango. Then in the base is left with amber to add some spice. Now, the mango in this makes it sweet. The patchouli and amber makes it warm and spicy. Now, this fragrance is sweet, fruity, and floral. One I think you'll enjoy, and that is Oh Boy. Now, coming up next is also from the Emir line, and that is Fire Your Desire. Now, this starts off with cognac. You get some tonka that makes it sweet and boozy at the front. Then in the heart, you get some cinnamon that adds spice. The vanilla that adds some sweet creaminess. The base is left with praline and sandalwood that makes everything blend together. Now, this is slightly sweet, warm, slightly woody. It's spicy, boozy, sweet, and creamy. And that is Fire Your Desire from the Emir line. Coming up next is Ooze Satin. Now, this fragrance is classified as an oriental woody fragrance. At the opening of this, it's your typical oud rose combo. So it's woody, it's floral up top, but what sets this apart from your typical rose oud combo is that benzoin. Add some sweetness to the fragrance. Then in the base, you get vanilla and violet. Makes it one nice composition. Now, this is a rich, resinous, powdery fragrance with soft rose and oud that complete the composition. Now, this is spicy, sweet, and floral. And that is Ooze Satin from the Ministry of Oud. Oud collection. Now coming up next, if you're new to fragrances, you might not like this fragrance, but if you're into fragrances, you'll love it, because this next fragrance is kind of skanky, but to me, it's a masterpiece. And that fragrance is coming from the Ministry of Oud collection, and that is Ooze Indonesia. Now this starts off with bergamot and rose, but the rose you get a slight touch of it, not too dominant. Then in the heart you get patchouli. Now the patchouli in this is very earthy, kind of dirty. Then in the base you get some oud that's very skanky, along with some amber that provides spice. You might get a touch of vanilla that makes it sort of creamy. Now this fragrance is warm, it's earthy, it's sweet, it's skanky, but I enjoy it, and I think the ones who enjoy fragrances and the art of fragrances will enjoy this also. That is Ooze Indonesia from the Ministry of Oud collection. Up next from the Emir line, and that is Blue Oud. Now, opening this, you're gonna get a woody oud, followed up by some fruits that consist of blueberry, maybe some raspberries. Then once you get to the heart, that's when you get some of that rose. Now the rose is bright, it's red, it's a fresh rose. Then in the base comes that lactimum that adds some smoke. Now with the opening of fruits and berries, now this is fruity, woody, sweet, and slightly smoky. One I think you will enjoy, and that is Blue Oud from the Voots line. Last but not least, but from the ones in this list, this is my favorite, and that's coming from the autobiography line, and that is Supreme Gold. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for a sexy fragrance that women gonna love, being close up on you, sniffing on you, then you need to check out Supreme Gold. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, this is very sexy. This opening up with cinnamon that adds some spice. You get tonka that adds a chocolate note. Then in the heart, you get this nice mild tobacco. Now the combination of tobacco along with that cinnamon and tonka kind of give it like a coffee note. Then you're gonna get lactimum in the base that adds smoke. You're gonna get more cinnamon in the base that adds spice. You're gonna get vanilla that makes it sweet and creamy, and you're gonna get cedar that makes it very woody. Now this is sweet, spicy, very sexy, kind of has a coffee note, slightly earthy, and it's creamy. This is my favorite from Paris Corner, and that is Supreme Gold. All of these fragrances was under 50 bucks, and if you want to explore the house, I advise you to check out these 10 because they're very nice fragrances. I think you will enjoy it, and I think the people around you will enjoy them also. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Everybody stay safe. See you soon. Peace.